When I was 320 pounds, I used to eat 2 pizzas and still be hungry afterwards. If this is you, keep watching this video because we are going to break down how I lost 160 pounds without the loose skin, mom lost 100 pounds, and how I ended my binge eating disorder because it was really intense and I was never satisfied.
In this video, we're going to tell you why you are not crazy for feeling hungry all the time, why your struggle really makes sense, and that there is a solution.
We noticed that 79.2% of you are not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Come subscribe. We give you 5 days a week of free weight loss advice. And I mean, come on. It's a pretty cool vibe over here. So I'd love it if you'd come join. We really appreciate all of your support. So please don't forget to subscribe.
The main reason why you're hungry all the time is because your cells are starving. And if you think that Ozempic or Wegovy or Zepbound is going to help you with that, it's not. It's actually going to keep you in a starvation mode. Your cells need nutrients. Newsflash, in case you didn't know, your cells actually need to be fed. How are they fed? Well, they're fed, they love it actually. They love it when they're fed with phytonutrients. What is that? Plants. Everybody knows you're supposed to eat your vegetables, but it's true. The cells receive the nutrients from the plant-based food and also some animal-based food. There are some complications though in our food system. So not all the food that you're eating is nutrient dense. And what that means is that if you're eating packaged food, ultra processed food, like Penelope was on an ultra processed food diet because she got like completely addicted at a very young age, which was a total surprise for me. I mean, if anybody was well prepared to help her, it was me. But she loved it. She loved it a lot more than the food that I made for her. And she was starving. And that might be you too, because that food is void of nutrients. That food actually, I wonder, Penelope, why it's even called food. Because actually there is just no nutrients in it, or very, very few. And your body really doesn't know how to recognize those nutrients. So you have to like actually work a lot harder to get your body satisfied. And that there's a very sophisticated mechanism in your hunger cues that drive you to want to eat the food. So if you're hungry, there's a reason why. You're not crazy. Your struggle is real. And there is a solution. Because, you know, when you're on that junk food diet, your hippocampal pathway atrophies. I know those are a lot of big words. But what basically happens is like there's these bacteria that grow in your large intestine, in your gut, and it gets compromised when you eat junk food. So Penelope, what are some of the junk foods that you used to love?
I used to love burgers, pizza, chicken nuggets, french fries, milkshakes, ice cream, bread, butter, Oreos, Doritos, Sour Patch Kids. And you know what, guys? There's hope. You can make all those things at home. I recently had someone came visited us, and I made her healthy chicken nuggets out of really great ingredients, and she lost 2 pounds that week.
Yeah, you made the Chick-fil-A sauce, you made the Big Mac sauce, you made like all the good stuff from Whole Foods.
French fries, ice cream, or cookie dough, cookies and cream ice cream. Like, guys,
it was epic.
She was living the life.
I mean, Penelope's fingers were like, you know, almost raw. Or they were raw. They were like cracked. I mean, she worked really hard, and we're not saying that you need to work that hard.
No, you don't need to work that hard. I was going all above and beyond.
Yeah, but the thing is like she lost probably her first 75 pounds, really just replacing her favorite foods. Because listen, chances are, if you love food, you're overweight. It's just quite possible. And when your gut gets compromised from all of that processed food, there's this mechanism that gets broken between your brain and your gut. And then you're just starving all the time, and you don't like your satiation cues, like when you're full, like they just stop working. So if that's you, it's okay. You're not broken. Your struggle is real, and there's a solution. And it's actually easier than you think and a lot less expensive than you think. But it does take some know-how and some effort. Penelope, I think one of the reasons why you were starving all the time, and that a lot of the amazing women who come into our program are starving all the time, is because they're not absorbing the nutrients that they're eating.
There's actually something really interesting that you're saying about this, because when I was 320 pounds, I would eat a lot of pizza, like I was saying in the beginning of the video. And then I remember eating like a whole bowl of salad, a huge bowl. And I would get satiated eventually. And I didn't feel like a bottomless pit, but I'd eat a pizza and still be hungry after. So why is that?
Fiber. But the fiber does something to our bodies that gives us that satiation feeling, and protein. So protein and fiber really help to satisfy in a profound way. But we used to say you are what you eat, and that's why I think there's so much guilt and shame for obese people, because they're really trying hard. You were trying hard many phases in your life, and you weren't getting the results that you wanted. But the thing is, your body isn't broken. There is a solution, but you just have to understand how to work with the elements. And that's what you did. And that's what Step It Up is, actually. We teach you in these videos how to work with the elements. So you are not what you eat. You are what you absorb. And what that means is that when your gut microbiome is compromised because of herbicides that are used on the foods, pesticides, fungicides, genetically modified food organisms, you've got glyphosate, which is a pesticide. You've got like all these issues in the food chain. And it's really unfortunate that we find ourselves here. Like my grandmother, nah, they didn't have any of that. They ate off the farm. Everything was fine. Then glyphosate came in and genetically modified food organisms. And we've just made a mess out of the food system. Thank God for the team that's in the HHS right now cleaning things up, because we're getting the food dyes out. We're getting the ultra processed food out. I mean, this is going to help so much, because this main thing about our gut microbiome, it is being corrupted by the junk that's in our food system, nutrient void food, ultra processed food. If you can just leave that stuff out of your shopping carts, please, you will be doing yourself a big favor. But what happens, you didn't know what to eat. You were like, I don't want to eat broccoli. I don't want to eat that big salad. So what was it that had you switch into that, Penelope, to be like, I'm going to eat a big salad today?
It was only because I made it taste so good that I really wanted to keep doing it. And because obviously if something tastes amazing and you're losing weight while doing it, that's like a win. And in the weight loss community, a lot of the weight loss foods and diet foods we've been taught or learned how to make or eat or buy are gross or not very satisfying. So we're not really like, I want to make that again. But one of my favorite meals I remember was my chicken Caesar salad kit. I'd have a whole bag of chicken Caesar salad and apple fennel turkey burgers. And you guys are going to be like, that sounds interesting. It was amazing. So if you're eating crap, just eat the Penelope diet, which is the Step It Up method. So join our accountability group, because we will teach you how to make all these recipes and way more. I just made an ice cream book. I just made a mini muffin book, like a mini one single serve dessert book. Mug cake book.
Mug cakes. I made a metabolic reset. I'm working on a gut microbiome reset.
We have a new yogurt recipe where you don't even need a device.
Yeah.
You guys, it's so fun over here. I don't even you should have FOMO by now.
Well, and I was on MasterChef. So, we're serious about food and we're serious about health, and we believe the two should go hand in hand. But if you're a victim of corporate greed from the big ag and big food system and oppositional health, meaning you're having a health crisis, you know what? Your body was designed to heal itself. There is a solution. We're here to help. Hit us up in the comments below. Let us know what's going on, because you're not just a number to us. We actually really care about building a community. So let yourself be known to us. Share your thoughts, your ideas. Even if you oppose us, we want to know. So definitely get involved in the comments below. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
And if you want to join our women's accountability group, we only accept ready, amazing, awesome women. So apply in the description down below to see if you can get in.
Hey, we noticed that 79.2% of you are not subscribed, which means you're watching our videos, you like the content, but you haven't made the commitment. So we would love it if you would subscribe.
And if you want to join our women's accountability group, don't forget to click the link in the description to join. We're only accepting amazing, awesome, and ready women. So please join if you're one of those. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we will see you all the time.